Hi, it's Conor Svensson here, founder and CEO of Web3 Labs, and this is your week in DeFi on Monday, the 1st of November 2021. The key events this week include Bitcoin staking coming to institutions via BitGo and Stacks, the OlympusDAO developer launching stablecoin swaps, and a Uniswap ETP launches. The assets locked in DeFi finished the week up 6% at just over $186 billion. The digital asset custodian BitGo, they've integrated with a platform called Stacks, which is going to bring Bitcoin rewards to institutional investors. And so the intent here is that it will basically enable institutional investors on BitGo to actually get a yield for their Bitcoin there. The Bitcoin network itself doesn't actually offer any yield for people holding Bitcoin as such, but the idea here is that people will be able to obtain Bitcoin rewards via the Stacks token using something called stacking, where basically people who hold these Stacks tokens will earn Bitcoin rewards directly in their wallets. The lack of yield for Bitcoin is certainly something that a lot of people are really craving after, because when you look at a number of other blockchains that are out there, people like Polkadot, Cardano, Solana, and Ethereum as well, there's a lot of yield opportunities there, and so being able to solve that problem for Bitcoin holders is certainly something that could be of great interest to institutional as well as of course individual holders as well. The OlympusDAO developer has launched a new protocol that apparently enables one-to-one stablecoin swaps. So this developer, they announced this experimental project that's called Range, and it has decentralized stablecoin pools that don't use a price curve. So what this basically means is that people can swap, say, Tether's USDT for Circle's USDC directly using these, what they call these range pools, rather than actually have to swap via an intermediary crypto asset as such. Apparently, right now, there's already 6 live pools for this, which includes Tether, USDC, DAI, LUSD, MIM, and Frax as well. But at this point, apparently, the pools aren't fully audited, so you've got to be prepared to potentially lose it. But again, it's adding more liquidity to stablecoins more generally is certainly something that could greatly benefit the DeFi as well as the overall crypto ecosystem, simply because if you've got a stable coin that's pegged to the dollar, it should represent a dollar, and if you can swap it for another one to get across onto another network, or just be able to give you more flexibility in terms of where it goes, that's certainly a beneficial thing there. So definitely a project to watch. Also this week, the DeFi protocol Cream Finance on Ethereum has been hacked and seen more than $130 million drained from the protocol. Apparently there was a vulnerability that was identified on their lending markets, but it didn't actually stop people being able to take these funds out of the actual platform. So the exploit was highlighted by PeckShield, and they saw that there was this big flash loan transaction used to actually do this exploitation. And so it was 92 million stolen to one address and 23 million to another, and they were mostly taken in these Cream liquidity provider tokens and some other ERC20 tokens. So of course Cream's price has plummeted off the back of it. They saw like a 27% drop straight away, but it certainly could have been worse given the volatility of these markets as well. But again, this certainly goes to show how we are still very much in the wild west of DeFi, and certainly things like flash loans as well provide people with a fairly risk-free way to actually exploit these protocols if they find a loophole there. First exchange traded product for the Uniswap protocol has now gone live. So Valor, which is a Swiss-based issuer of exchange traded products, they've launched one tracking the Uniswap governance token. And so again, Uniswap's governance token is certainly one of the more popular crypto tokens in terms of its market cap, because it is used for governance of the Uniswap protocol, and it's natural to see that an exchange traded product launching to actually allow people outside of the crypto sphere to gain exposure to it. That's all we have for this week in DeFi. If you're interested in any key events across enterprise blockchain or protocols, crypto or NFTs, please check out our other Week in Blockchain episodes. And if you want to find more about the people behind the scenes, do check out our Blockchain Innovators podcast, where I speak to individuals who've made significant contributions to the blockchain ecosystem, find out what inspires these people, get their thoughts on the latest industry news and events spanning DeFi, crypto, enterprise protocols, NFTs and DAOs. Thanks, and I'll see you next week.